Yard sales that sell second-hand goods are always a favorite for bargain hunters. You never know what gems you might find at these sales. What's more, you can buy them for a very low price. In this story, a man finds a strange but very valuable item. When you buy second-hand goods, you never know what you'll find. Little did Emil Nodell from Texas know that when he was shopping at a yard sale, he would find something that would make him a headline. Nodell loves flea markets and attends them regularly. In addition to finding a chance to snag some valuable and priceless antiques, it's always a great opportunity to find pieces of history and learn something about the owners and the times in which they lived. But Nodell wasn't prepared for what he would experience that day in Missouri City. What started as a routine trip to the flea market would turn into a day he would never forget. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell for more amazing stories. At the sale, there was one item in particular that caught Nodell's eye. It was a beautiful, old wooden dresser with a marble top and 3 ornate drawers underneath. It wasn't the most striking item in the show that day, but for some reason, Nodell was drawn to it. It had a simple beauty, the dark wood contrasting with the white marble and the height that suited what he was looking for. Nodell thought it would look perfect in his dining room. He decided to take a closer look. As Nodell took a closer look at the dresser, the seller informed him that it had been on display for 3 days and still no buyers. As a result, the price had been reduced from $300 to less than $100, and they were eager to sell it. Nodell learned that it had belonged to a man who had recently passed away. The dresser had been made around 1890. It was beautiful, perfect for what he needed, and was being sold at a bargain price. He agreed and went ahead with the purchase. As Nodell began to move the closet into his truck, he realized it was too heavy for him. So, he asked one of the used car salesmen to help him lift it into his vehicle. Jeff Allen, an employee of Premier Estate Sales Network, didn't hesitate to lend Nodell a hand. He gathered a few of his coworkers, and together, they began to carefully and slowly lift the closet into the truck. Nodell, Allen, and the other men began to slowly lift the wardrobe into Nodell's truck. Nodell was thrilled with his purchase, and the employees at Premier Estate Sales Network were happy to help the happy customer. But none of them knew what would happen that would distract them from the task at hand. The purchase that day would be a truly unexpected and surprising one. Suddenly, as they lifted the cupboard and began to move it, a loud and mysterious sound was heard from inside the cupboard. The men looked at each other with shocked faces. Everyone thought the cupboard was empty. What could be inside the cupboard that could make such a loud sound? As soon as we put it down, we could hear a noise inside, Allen said. We didn't know what had happened. Confused, everyone immediately began searching for the sound coming from inside the cupboard. The noise from inside the cabinet was so loud that Nodell, Allen, and the other workers there were completely confused and wondered where it was coming from. As far as they could tell, the cabinet was completely empty. Could it be that something inside the cabinet had come loose or broken while they were trying to move it? Regardless, Nodell was determined to find the source of the noise and solve the mystery of what was inside his new furniture. Nodell and the man began to open 3 beautiful wooden drawers and look inside each one. Where was this mysterious sound coming from, and what was causing it? Nodell knew that it was unlikely that the closet had any hidden compartments or other items that they hadn't noticed, as they were experienced sellers, and always checked all items carefully. However, the fact was that the mysterious noise was still making itself heard in the back of the cabinet, and no one knew where it was coming from or what it meant. After checking the inside of all the drawers several times, the man was forced to conclude that whatever was making the noise was coming from somewhere else in the closet. But where did the noise come from? None of them could see any other drawers in the cabinet or any indication of where there were other rooms. The strange banging noises continued to be heard every time the cabinet was lifted and moved, but the mystery seemed to be unsolvable. It was a common practice at thrift stores, where buyers could not exchange their purchases for other items. Once they made a purchase, they had to accept the item as is. So, like it or not, Nodal had to continue accepting the item and solve the noise problem. Most people who attend a sale probably go there with a few bargains for themselves or for others. The newly purchased Nodal dresser is, without a doubt, a very beautiful and well-preserved piece of furniture. Will it match the other furniture in his house? He thought he had found a beautiful and simple piece of furniture to add to her home decor. Little did he know that this simple-looking dresser was actually something. Soon, after continuing to search, the man made a truly shocking discovery. The true contents of the wardrobe, and where the mysterious noise was coming from, would capture the attention of not only everyone at the sale, but would also be covered on the national news and talked about around the world. What started as a simple purchase for a beautiful, not too unusual cabinet would become something Nodal would never forget. Nodal, Alan, and the other men finally put the cabinet back down and turned it over. Looking at the cabinet from a different angle, they were surprised by what they hadn't noticed before, but after looking at it from the back, everything suddenly became very clear. They noticed that in addition to the 3 drawers in the front, there was another, smaller drawer at the bottom of the back. When they bent down and opened the drawer, they discovered the source of the noise, and they really didn't expect what they would find. The man was amazed to find the secret drawer after searching the entire cabinet and inside all 3 drawers. Several sales staff had already searched and inspected the cabinet before putting it up for sale. All the professional appraisers, as well as the family of the owner of the cabinet, were completely unaware of the existence of this secret 4th drawer. Nodal, Alan, and the man were shocked when they saw the 4th drawer. But when they opened it and looked inside, they were all even more shocked. Inside the drawer, there was an incredible collection of items and memorabilia from the previous owner, even some old items from the Civil War. Nodal and the workers there saw items like military medals and dog tags, as well as perfectly preserved locks of hair. The secret drawer also contained a large collection of jewelry and money in various denominations. Nodal couldn't believe his eyes. He was truly satisfied with his purchase of the wardrobe and didn't realize that he would find many other valuable items. The cabinet was previously estimated to have been made around 1890, but with the discovery of Civil War items, the cabinet may be even older. That means it's definitely worth more than the $100 Nodal paid for it, and even more than the original $300 price tag when it was listed for sale. In addition, it's estimated that the total value of all the items hidden in the secret drawer could be more than $15,000. There were rings, diamonds, gold, all sorts of things, Alan said of the finds in the 4th hidden drawer. I wanted to do the right thing, Nodal said of his decision to return the items to their rightful owners. He also said Alan had the same immediate reaction and fully agreed with Nodal's decision to hand over the items found. Jeff, who is also a responsible guy, immediately said, "Let's call the owner." No one thought to save it. "This is great. Let's contact the owner and return the items," Nodal said. Nodal and Alan immediately returned the cupboard and valuables to the original owner. The previous owner had died, and they left all the items to their heirs, who had arranged the sale of the assets. His heirs were amazed that Nodal had chosen to repatriate these items rather than keep them, and they were deeply grateful and moved. The owner recalled seeing the wardrobe many years before, but had no idea about the secret hidden inside. The original owner of the cupboard was very moved and grateful that Nadel decided to reveal his discovery and return the hidden item to him. Besides being very valuable, these items have high sentimental value because they are part of their family history. The heir was familiar with the cupboard and often saw it when he was little. He had seen him several times at his grandparents' house in Michigan. The story of Nadel's discovery and his selfless actions inspired all who heard it. Nadel and Alan made headlines with the story of the valuable item they found in an ordinary-looking cupboard. And their reactions and decisions have also provided inspiration. Emil Nadel not only made a surprising discovery that day, but he also shocked others a second time with his frank and amazing reaction. Binding bonds through beautiful tales. Thank you for watching.